Thank you, Andrea. And thank you, Judy, for your invitation to stand up and claim my power. The power to choose what we put in our creative field, what we are focusing on. My invitation to you, my friends, is to share in a vision of a new world, one that encompasses, surrounds, and enfolds beauty, love, kindness, and compassion. It's the choices that we make that create a vision. We can choose to be a blessing in our world. And what would that mean? Choosing to offer our love and kindness into a situation where it's our choice to either be a blessing or to be a burden. Think of the impact that that would make on a person's world to know that you chose to be a blessing in their world. So the invitation I'd like to extend to all of you is one of possibility, the one to wake up in conscious awareness, choosing to send out the high vibration of love. I know we all had a day when we first had a glimpse of what it was like to be awake, to know that we were living consciously, to take responsibility for where we were right now in that moment. And you look around the world and you see people that are asleep, and you wonder, will they wake up? And then you remember, there was a day when I was not awake. And so that gives you a glimmer of hope into what the possibilities are in our world. Another choice that we make is choosing to have the courage to be an inspiration in another's world. When I think of the recent pamphlet that came out of the creative field, and they spoke of having a transparent heart, I've been thinking about what that means to me as far as what I offer to my friends, to my family, and to the world. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. Right now I'm in a place where I kind of struggle between lover energy and warrior energy. I was at class yesterday, and we were doing our transformational interview. And those of you in full self-emergence are aware that's a 39 series of questions. And we got to number 14. And that was, what do you long for personally in this situation? I kind of started, I knew that I had to get going because I had to leave early from class yesterday to be in Denver. And kind of hit a point where I started having a little bit of an emotional break. And the wonderful Naomi said, you know what, why don't you go pick out a stone? She said, we're going to put the energy of what you're working on right now into this stone so that you won't have to worry as you go on to this event that you had going on. You can put the energy of what we're working on into this stone. And so I went ahead, took the stone, and she gave me the option. She said, I can either take this home for you and keep it safe, or, and that way you wouldn't have to worry about it at all, or we could place it on the altar. What would you like to do? And so I chose to have it placed on the altar. Well, this morning, and this is amazing because only 2 of you know this. This morning, were doing our check-in. And they're trying to find something to pass around the room. And so each of us could do our introduction with Cliff and tell him where we were from. And put some special energy, as we're passing the stone, each one of you is putting special energy into the stone where my problem was sitting. And when that stone got to me, you couldn't believe how blessed I felt. And you didn't even know it. And so it made my morning very, very special. So I thank each and every one of you. We all have the choice to be a blessing in our world. And each one of us are a blessing. You have the power to transform your world, our world collectively, our creative field. So the invitation is, what do you want to create? And my invitation is to you, as what Judy's was, is to stand up, claim your power, because it is our time to bring the world what it needs, to bring love, to bring compassion, to surround and enfold those that we love and those that we don't even know. Another story last night, I had a book signing. It was my very first book signing, but I was one of 49 authors that contributed to a book called Speaking Your Truth. And I had just finished with the event, and I went to the gas station, and a gentleman came up to me and he explained his story about how he needed to check out of his motel in the morning and didn't have enough money. And I was thinking to myself, I really don't have a lot of money, and I explained to the man, I really don't have much to give. And he walked away, and I could hear him introducing himself to another person. And as I looked up, I looked up at the credit card portion of the gas machine, and it said, "Oh, thank heaven." I was at 7-Eleven. And I said, "Hey, Gus, hold on." So I went back and got him a little bit of cash that I had and handed it over to him. And then I told him, I said, "You got to come here and see this." Because I didn't realize it's on all the 7-Eleven machines. It even prints on the receipt. Oh, thank heaven. And I thanked him and told him that he was a gift, and I was happy to help him. So my invitation to you is what Judy's invitation was to all of us. Stand up and claim your power. Just say yes. It's 3 little letters. Y-E-S. Stand up. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Thank you.